The world's largest adventure travel companies just chose Seattle as their new American home base. Intrepid Travel says it was the first in the travel industry to be carbon neutral and was recently named one of Time magazine's most influential companies. The company offers small group trips to more than 100 countries led by local guides. And Steve is down in the Arc Lounge with Intrepid Travel CEO James Thornton. Steve, how is it down there?
You know, it's going pretty well. And James, it's nice to have you in Seattle for a few days.
It's great to be here, Steve.
How are you liking it so far?
Loving it. You've put on the beautiful weather. It's great to be here.
We put in a nice word for you, so it's nice that it actually worked out. So there's a lot of travel companies out there, of course. What makes Intrepid different from the others that are out there, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely, Steve. So Intrepid's one of the world's largest adventure travel companies. We run 1,000 trips to more than 100 countries around the world. Anything from kind of life-changing safaris through Africa to family trips to Japan, right down to really small adventures. So you can go and do a craft cocktail tour in New York City through the East Village. So lots and lots of different experiences. But I think the thing that we try and always balance is to make sure that local communities get to benefit from the travel experience. So we want customers to have an amazing time, but we want to make sure that communities benefit from when our travelers visit a destination.
That's a good combination, I would say.
Absolutely.
And your global headquarters is down in Australia, but you guys just opened an American headquarters here in Seattle. Why Seattle, of all places?
Well, I mean, beautiful place to be. But look, Intrepid is headquartered in Melbourne, Australia. We've got 31 offices around the world, and our expansion is now taking us to the US. And we wanted to find a city that was reflective of Intrepid's values. We wanted to find a city that supported innovation, that supports adventure. And clearly, Seattle's got some of the most iconic companies in the US, global companies that have really made their name in being purpose-led, but also being innovative. And so it just felt really appropriate and really homely for us. And we've loved being here for the first few months. Our team's setting up, is expanding now. And we've just started a multi-year partnership with the Seattle Storm, which we're incredibly excited about as a way of really entering into the market and getting to know the local people.
Love to see that you guys are supporting local teams around here too. I've heard that you have said that it's not about traveling less, but it's about traveling better. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, Steve, it's about trying to make sure that we benefit local communities when we're going off and having our fantastic adventures. Vacations are such an important time for us to be able to relax, to recharge, but also to make sure that our money is spent in an appropriate way when we go to a destination. So at Intrepid, we always try and promote staying in local accommodation, using different types of local transport, making sure that we visit local restaurants, that we learn about a place and a culture and a history, so that when we come back, we can get more of awareness and recognition of the different challenges and opportunities that there are in the world.
I know that when a lot of people are thinking about traveling internationally from the US, for example, you know, they think of popular spots in Europe like you know, Paris, parts of Germany, Spain, that sort of thing, which I've been to those before. And you say maybe think a little bit out of the box. Places like Greenland and Pakistan. Why those spots and what makes those a little bit different from somebody when they're trying to book that trip?
Yeah, look, I think one of the things we're seeing is that about 90% of travellers are tending to go to about 10% of the world's places. So, you know, the Venices, the Barcelonas, the Dubrovniks, amazing cities around the world that are very, very worth visiting, but they're also crowded and they can be expensive in peak seasons. And so what Intrepid's trying to do is to promote and make awareness of lesser-known destinations. So you use that good example of Greenland, destination that's recently got the international airport, so it's become much more accessible, and a great alternative and a way of kind of dispersing travel income to different destinations around the world, but also providing people with those amazing, unique experiences that they can come home, boast about to their family and friend network and share around. So, of course, Intrepid can take you to Europe and do those iconic places, but it can also take you to the lesser-known countries.
Is that one of the shifts that you're seeing in maybe the demand for travel right now? Is maybe some of those areas that people have not been to before, maybe aren't as well known as some of the more traveler spots? What sort of shifts are you seeing?
Yeah, I think we are seeing a shift in terms of people wanting to be able to go places that maybe their friends and family haven't been, so they can come home and show off about it. So that kind of uniqueness, that kind of first time a destination. The other thing I'd say we're seeing, Steve, is that people are taking multiple breaks. So it's not necessarily about just saving up for that one big vacation where they might go away for the week or 2 weeks. They might often be taking shorter breaks. So doing something domestically, maybe going off and doing some trekking in Yosemite or Yellowstone for a weekend, heading down to Central America, and then also doing those kind of larger vacations. So we're seeing that multitude of different types of trips being taken. The other thing we're seeing is more and and more women-only adventures. So at Intrepid, we're seeing a real demand for women wanting to travel in groups with other women to share different experiences in different places around the world. Intrepid's got a range of women-only adventures, so the kind of safety and security of the group environment, and also those unique experiences that you can only get by traveling with other female travelers.
So obviously you're a guy that travels quite a bit around the globe. Give me some of your top 3 favorites. Do you have like top 3?
It's the hardest question. Look, I think Rio de Janeiro is my favourite city in the world, Steve. It's
Why
just
is that?
unlike, I mean, the iconic sites, Christ the Redeemer statue, the Copacabana beach, the lively nightlife, the amazing food, the fun people. It really is great place. Best adventure I've ever done is going to see the mountain gorillas in Rwanda. Being face to face with a mountain gorilla is like nothing else you can ever imagine.
I'm sure.
It is life-changing. I mean, you can do this traditional safaris and go and see the big 5, but when you come face to face with the gorilla, it's just quite amazing. And then I think maybe Japan. Japan's a really amazing destination. For me, the food, the sushi is just so amazing. Japan is a beautiful country, a great opportunity to travel through on the amazing different trains that exist there.
Amazing. Well, we're happy to have you here in Seattle. Congratulations again on the expansion and safe traveling.
Thank you, Steve. Great
Happy
to be with you.
exploring too. Yeah, great to be with you as well.